Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. Here and moo there, here moo there, moo everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck there, cluck everywhere, cluck cluck moo moo here and moo moo there, here moo there, moo everywhere.
Hey guys, so now it's the end of the week. It's finally the weekend, which is a very nice, good thing. And yeah, I did not like waking up at 4 every morning. No, it's not the lifestyle for me. It basically, I was still sleeping around 6, 7 hours a night, but you know, it really messes up your internal clock. So I was waking up at 4 every day, but then going to sleep like at 9 or 10. And the problem was around midday or 1 every day, all of a sudden I was just getting so tired and I just had to nap almost every day. In fact, I think it was Friday, I actually got a migraine. Though I must say the weather isn't perfect at the moment. It's gone very September weather, which is very warm and humid for Malta, which just doesn't help. So yeah, leaving the house at 5 every day was interesting. It's amazing how many people are up at that time, especially sort of walking and jogging. I get it, it's cooler, but I could never do that. It's just, that is a time when you're supposed to still be in bed, not up and running. No, at least that's for me. If you can do it, good on you, but I can't. No. Apart from that, you know, it's always interesting to see the hustle and bustling of people, you know, sort of those nighttime people. Not the vampires, no, but you know, the delivery men, the people who have to, you know, get to work early because, you know, they just have very early office hours, or people who have to get up really early because the bus takes freaking ages here, and otherwise they'll get to work really late at 8 o'clock or whatever. But it's always interesting to see the true nighttime life, you know, not the party people or whatever, but the people who are actually working at night. It's a very different feeling. It's very sort of surreal and relaxing in a way. It was very humid, obviously, at that time of the morning. Even more so on Thursday and Friday especially. It just got super, super humid. In fact, on the way back home, my visor just totally fogged up. The side mirrors fogged up. I just couldn't really drive with it until it had sort of acclimatized to the temperature. So that was not quite dangerous, but it was sort of frustrating. And it just showed the intensity of the humidity. So, on to the milking. Yeah, I don't know what I expected, if I expected anything at all really, but they were really nice people, really nice guys, and it was, I don't know, you could easily say I'm comfortable around cows now, you know. You always should be wary of a cow because you never know its temperament, but yeah, I think I'd definitely be more comfortable walking in a field of cows now. And we basically would go into their field, get them to move their asses, and they know, they have their internal clockwork, they know when it's milking time, and they just walk down to the yard. And then in sort of like groups of 6 or so, they go into the milking room where they have some food waiting for them, so that's the incentive to get in there. And a few of them, it was really sweet, a few of them would actually sort of say good morning to their calves who are kept in a separate area. And yeah, and then you basically have to go down a level so that your face comes at the level of sort of their legs. And there are bars which protect you from accidentally getting kicked if you know, that might happen. And it's not hand milking, thank God, because that would take ages. And you basically, you know, if you've ever seen any documentaries, you kind of know what they look like, the machine. And you put the sort of vacuum tubes on after cleaning the others, and let the machine do its job, which is quite interesting. And then obviously you need to know when to take it off when you see sort of it's not taking out any more milk. And after that you sort of let them out and get the next lot to come in. It is slightly dirty work, you know, if you're not careful. You do have to keep an eye out if all of a sudden they decide nature calls, and then you really move out of the way. And then once dawn finally happens and the sun rises, yeah, it's a farm. So lots of flies, lots of flies. They weren't too annoying, to be honest. The most annoying thing was actually the mosquitoes, so every morning I was actually putting repellent on so I wouldn't get bitten too much. What was really, I think, the highlight was the very newborn calves, the 1 to 3 month-year-olds, which I'll put a picture in here, I'll put a small video clip in here actually of them being fed. So as you can see, they love the milk. They just gulp it down. In seconds it's gone, and then they will attack that bucket like there's no tomorrow, and they have to have every last drop of milk, just sucking on it. It's quite funny, and it's really interesting. Their tongue is like that of a cat. It's rough. If you give them your finger, they'll think it's another and they'll try suck on it, so it's quite funny. But you know, just like any young animal, they're quite soft. They're really sweet and funny. You know, it's a bit like having a Dalmatian or a Labrador. You know, this cuteness, but that stupidity, dumbness too, which is quite amusing. And yeah, I don't know about you, but I find cows mooing, just the sound is just really funny, and you know, it's different. One of the days I did get to go see the sheep being fed milk, which was interesting too, and seeing the differences. And for example, they don't milk them when they're pregnant, while the cows do get milked while they're pregnant, except in the last month and the month after they've given birth. I didn't go see the goats because those people who milk the goats get there at 4 a.m. and no freaking way am I getting up at 3 a.m. for some goats. No. Other than that, I think that's about it. It was really interesting to see the milking cows and also the Maltese cows. I'll show you a small clip there. The Maltese cows are basically the only herd left in Malta. They are not pure, sadly, anymore. However, the facility is trying to regrow the population, which is quite interesting, because I think they're really nice looking cows. I could be taken in the wrong way, but anyway. So yeah, and those cows were really cute as well. And the whole facility is really interesting because it's basically becoming more and more about research. However, there are still some various animals. I'm not sure what's going to quite happen to them. There's an ostrich, there's some llamas and deer, and they're trying to actually breed some barn owls. And of course there were some donkeys. They're so cute. Baby donkeys, so cute and soft. I don't know, I like donkeys as well. I'm a funny person, I know. But so yeah, that was my really interesting week. Interesting, but I'm glad it's over at the same time because I just didn't like waking up at that time in the morning. If you've ever had some animal experiences you want to share, please let me know. I don't know what I'm going to do next regarding seeing if I'm going to get more animal experience. I might actually go to a veterinary practice and see if I can somehow get more experience in that way, sort of actually holding down animals and dealing with animals who just don't want to, you know, be injected or anything like that, or a bit rowdy. So I think that's my next step. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!